And missing you made me stronger. Then I'd be Superman. If I fly around the world, it wouldn't take me longer than it would to be your man. I fight 1,000 guys, live to die 1,000 lives. Oh, I find another way to make me smarter, just so I could understand. I'll find what you're looking for, just so I could understand. Just so I could understand. Just so I could understand. Just so I could
No, sound wasn't okay, so good thing I checked it. Welcome to the 11th episode of the crypto podcast, crypto updates. Got sound now, yeah? Alrighty. 28th of February, last day of February. Welcome to the 11th episode. Korea joins US-led sanctions to ban Russia's access to SWIFT. Korea has decided to participate in the international community's move to block select Russian banks from a global payment network as part of efforts to stand in line with global sanctions against Russia for invading Ukraine, Seoul's foreign ministry said Monday. In addition, Korea also plans to ban exports of strategic materials to Russia. The most important part was that this is basically limiting Russia's banking system. Which some, immediately would jump to the idea of, hey, about time for Russia to start moving into crypto. And maybe, yeah, sound is good now. Maybe that would be the case. Swift sanctions on Russia will be left felt in Korea. And so I talked about it in the other podcast as well, that, in Korea, people are doing business. And so that's going to be, there will be in effect. But should we expect Russia to move into crypto, and will that happen? And probably not so much. Ruble versus Bitcoin volume hit a 9-month high as Russian banks raise interest rates 20%. In the wake of West sanctions imposed on Russia, the amount of ruble denominated crypto trading volumes has begun to surge as a result. In particular, the Russian ruble to Bitcoin trading volumes reached a 9-month high as the country's fiat currency fell to record lows in the aftermath of the invasion of Ukraine, according to a CoinDesk report citing the data tracked by Kaiko. Indeed, as the sanctions were placed on Russia's central bank, the country's ruble fell to an all-time low, February 8th, which is today. So yeah, that doesn't bode well for the ruble. Ukraine to issue? So Ukraine is issuing demands on crypto exchanges to freeze Russian accounts, and there was Binance and another crypto, Kraken, I think, who said they were not going to do it right now unless they were legally forced to do so. But yeah, Ukraine is asking crypto, or demanding crypto exchanges to to freeze the accounts of Russian citizens, to freeze their crypto accounts. Ukraine plans a legal push to force crypto exchanges to freeze Russian accounts following Russia's invasion of its neighbor. After Mikhailo Fedorov, Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Digital Transformation of Ukraine, called on exchanges to block the accounts of both Russian and Belarusian users yesterday, many said they were unable to comply without legal cover. Kraken CEO Jesse Powell, for one, said the exchange cannot freeze the accounts of our Russian clients without a legal requirement to do so. Similar, Binance told Reuters that it was not going to unilaterally freeze millions of innocent users' accounts. There are a lot of Russians who are not happy about the situation, who are not really standing in with the Russian government. So, you know, it's a tricky situation. Oh, what happened here? One of my links died. Fantastic. Links dying. Don't die on me. All right. There's an interesting video here posted by Lark Davis. Lark Davis, he discusses what can we expect from the crypto market now over the upcoming weeks, and he I hope the video doesn't freeze on me, but
sell-off happening tomorrow because of all this stuff. But what I think is very, very interesting is, of course, the incredible level of correlation that we see between the stock markets and the cryptocurrency markets. So we can see here we have the Dow Jones Industrial Average, we have the S&P 500, and we have the NASDAQ. You can see all those basically move in unison with each other. And we also, of course, see Bitcoin moving right along with it. Look, we have price bottoms here for all the major equity markets. We had a price bottom for Bitcoin, right? We have price bottoms for all the equity markets. We have a price bottom for Bitcoin. Same over here, of course. Once again, price bottom for Bitcoin coming in, of course, a little bit before the equity markets this time, but we are seeing over time the correlation getting stronger and stronger. Right now, of course, we see equity markets going down, crypto following right along with it. So,
and basically he goes on to say that the experts predict that it takes about 45 days for a market to recover after any military conflict. So I guess we're looking at the next month and a half, 2 months before anything we start seeing green, which would kind of make sense. What's interesting is I kept hearing talks about their March is going to be red, but there were no reasons behind it. And look what happened. Some people knew this was going to happen. People knew this was going to happen, man. Who knew? I have no idea. But the sources carried the information, and March is turning red. But also, the other, I think that one of the biggest investors in the States, I forget his name, he made a statement saying that people need to get in on buying Bitcoin before April 1st. That buying Bitcoin before April 1st will give you the last chance to buy it at a discount. So, which would kind of make sense, would put it at the 45 days, I think, you know, the, well, mid-April, you would expect the markets to begin to recover. I guess depending on how long the conflict here continues. If it's going to be a prolonged thing, if it's going to take years, I guess never mind, right? But yeah, that's what's up. Let's see here, chat section, sound is now yes. Alrighty, so what's happening here in South Korea on the front? Let's see. South Korea to invest 187 million in national metaverse projects. I think what happened was, I don't know, I'm having issues with my Chrome, and I think it cropped out, and all of a sudden I think all my websites are, let's see if I reload this. Yeah, no, it's working. Yeah, it's not doing very well. Anyway, all my Chrome is not healthy. I have no idea. I stopped using Chrome. I started using Brave browser because it seems to be a lot better functional. South Korea Ministry of ICT, Science and Future Planning pledged 223.7 billion Korean won to create a broad metaverse ecosystem to support the growth of digital content and corporate growth within the country. So it's not only there was music that was being worked on, and other things, and gaming was a big one, but now it's expanding. So Seoul announced a while back that they're planning to be the first city in the world to be a metaverse city, and now apparently South Korea's Ministry of ICT, whatever the heck that is, ICT science, well, they're planning to pledge a whack of money to create the metaverse. The ministry wrote in an official statement on Saturday that funds will be spent on completing 4 main objectives in creating what appears to be an all-encompassing metaverse ecosystem titled the Expanded Virtual World. The government agency intends on using its metaverse as a platform for expanding the virtual industrial growth of cities, education, and media. Content creators will enjoy support on multiple fronts to attract the right talent to help build the platform. The ministry said that it will host community-oriented creative activities and metaverse developer contest and a hackathon. Fantastic. Chainflix is probably going to be part of it, so that sounds exciting. First mover Asia GameFi shaky prospects, Bitcoin Ether inch higher. Strict regulations on gaming in China and South Korea, among other countries, are likely to reduce the market for GameFi in the Asia region. Bitcoin, Ether, as most major altcoins, rose slightly during the US. So Korea is still has a ban on play to earn games, unfortunately, which I hope is going to change soon. But so far, I think it still has not been happening. Will Bitcoin and Ethereum make a comeback in 2022? My initial title for this podcast was supposed to be, I was aiming for the 2 Ethereum competitors that are posed for massive, or 3 Ethereum competitors that are posed for massive bounce. That's what an article reads, which I'm going to get to in a little bit. What does the more distant future hold for Bitcoin and Ethereum? Let's see. Bitcoin versus Ethereum 2022 returns. A panel of 33 experts that Finder surveyed last month predict that Bitcoin by December 31st, 2022 will be worth $76,000. Let's wait and see. That's about 10% higher than Bitcoin's previous all-time high and 99% increase from the coin's price at the time of writing. Some other dude predicts that it's going to be 80,000 by the end of the year. And Ethereum, we're looking at, the prediction is of $6,500 by the end of this year. We'll see, I guess. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen. But one can only dream. CoinGate enables 70+ cryptocurrencies for donations directly to Ukraine's national bank. So Ukraine is now asking for donations, for crypto donations, to fuel the war, to support Ukraine. But that's the world, man. That's the world we live in. Basically, anybody who is anybody or nobody can get involved now in a war. Before, back in the day, it was, it's a war is a very select group of investors. Now, if you want to drop some coin into a war and support a country in its fight, you can do so. Anybody, a regular Joe, can send some money over to a nation and help them arm themselves. That's the world of crypto, man. One of the leading cryptocurrency payments processors, CoinGate, has developed a payment portal to support Ukraine with 70+ current cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dogecoin, and many more. In response to armed Russia's aggression in Ukraine, the National Bank of Ukraine has opened special fundraising bank accounts to support the armed forces of Ukraine. Therefore, CoinGate has opened a payment page that allows crypto users to donate more than 70 cryptocurrencies to the bank. Crazy stuff. You know what? I realized there's no tweet. All right. Good. We got tunes. eBay on track to add crypto payments, apparently. I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently it is. E-commerce giant eBay is on track to add support for cryptocurrency payments as soon as this March, according to a recent report published by The Street. And I said that before, it doesn't really matter per se that these institutions are allowing crypto payments. It's, you know, it's not like it all of a sudden is going to add crypto users. It's just, it will make it easier for present crypto users to start actually paying with crypto. But I guess if you are a retailer, then you ultimately will be wanting to enable hey, Paul is here. Paul Groba, howdy, Paul. So if you're a merchant on eBay, you will want to enable your payment system and be able to accept payments in Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency, right? Because that's ultimately going to give you a wider audience. So I guess that's the way to see it. On March 10th, we're going to go deeper on all of these things: payments, advertising, and focus. A slew of surveys shows that millennials tend to be the most crypto-friendly demographic, which explains eBay's upcoming pivot to crypto. That's what's happening, apparently, yeah? Smash up those likes. Indeed, yeah, don't forget to smash up those likes. Thanks, Paul. Bitcoin whales abruptly come to life, processing nearly 20,000 transactions in one day. Insights firm sentiment. Apparently, some Bitcoin's moving. Crypto analytics from Sentiment says that Bitcoin whales, or entities with more than 1,000 Bitcoin, are suddenly waking up in a flurry of new activity. Maybe those are people. I think Ukraine collected something like $20 million in crypto. So maybe that's where this is all coming from all these whales sending Bitcoin to Ukraine. According to the firm, Bitcoin whale transactions exceeded $100,000 and 1 million. Have jumped to levels not seen since Bitcoin bottomed out and reversed late last month. Sentiment says that Bitcoin's whale activity comes amid an explosion in circulating tokens, suggesting polarized viewpoints on ongoing geopolitical developments in Eastern Europe. Yeah. As Bitcoin shows signs of life, Sentiment says that altcoins are also recovering from the initial uncertainty caused by talk of war. Well, it's not only talk of war anymore, it's happening. How old is this article? Day. Oh. Whoa. Mexican senator proposes bill to make Bitcoin become legal tender in her country. That's from today. See, another country adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. We'll see how that goes. I guess once the dust settles, once all the FUD settles, man, expect things to explode. Because when things become quieter and Bitcoin is being accepted by, you know, half a dozen or more countries as legal tender, and people all across the globe will finally feel like there's less to fear while investing in crypto. Man, we're gonna see the prices spike up suddenly. It's gonna happen suddenly. I don't know if you've seen the videos. There were videos of a guy holding a ball underwater and basically holding it underwater, and if you let it go, it just catapults out, right? So there's only so long you can keep a ball underwater before it shoots back out. Advertisement. Report crypto trading bots are making billions of dollars by sandwich trading. That's an interesting article I read. Apparently there are these robots. People are releasing these robots that how does sandwich trading, if you've never heard of it. According to a recent post, the term refers to a process in which a bot is programmed by software developers to spot when another trader is attempting to purchase a crypto assets on a blockchain such as Ethereum or Cardano. The bot places an order on the same token, with the hopes of completing the transaction first and driving the asset's price up. The bot then completes the sandwich by selling the token to the original trader at a higher price. So this is what we got to deal with, man. This is why it's just, man, get on spot and hold that stuff. Hold it until you don't have to. This article is the one that I was gonna use as my head today, but Polygon and 2 Ethereum rivals primed for heavy bounces, according to analyst Michel van de Popp. This is from today. Matic, everybody knows. What are the other 2? Well, the other 2 are Polkadot and Phantom, apparently are poised for a massive bounce. Van Popp tells his 573 Twitter followers that Ethereum's scaling solution Polygon is due for a bounce after successfully finding support at $1.20. Looks like we'll be testing some higher levels as long as fundamentals remain like they are now. In that case, $2 test might be possible. At time of writing, Matic is exchanging hands at $1.44. Actually, right now, let's see what's Matic at. Where's Matic? Polkadot 17. Polygon, here you go. $1.48. Well, it's a little bit higher than that. Oh, wrong article. Another coin on the traders list is interoperable blockchain Polkadot. According to Van der Popp, DOT could pull off a 55% rally and tap resistance at $27. And Polkadot right now stands at, what was it, $17, yeah? 17. Well, when you consider Polkadot being down from its all-time high of $50, man, 27 is just... Currently trading at $17, down over 2% in the past 24 hours. Next up is open source smart contract platform Phantom. Van de Popp predicts a sustained rally for Phantom to at least $1.90 after respecting support at $1.25. But I guess we're gonna see all that. We'll see what happens with what's happening in the world of war, Russia and Ukraine. But the U.S. banks brace for retaliatory ransomware attacks from Russia. Jeez Louise, I can't talk. My mouth is completely dried up, so I'm gonna have some water. Oh, that's good stuff. Major U.S. banks are expecting retaliatory ransomware attacks following the imposition of tough sanctions on Russia for invading Ukraine, cyber specialists and executives say. So, let me just see. There were articles, I was reading articles about explaining why Russia would not be turning to crypto. But of course, I don't remember where they are. Putin wants a new world reserve currency. Interesting. See, my Chrome is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Chromium, don't like you. Badger.
Let's play a hypothetical situation.
Oh, this is on pump.
12% of global oil production in the country, and they just decide we're not going to sell $3. We're going to price it at $3. What happens? Are we like literally dropping bombs in Moscow tomorrow? Like, what do we do?
I think Bitcoiners would become extremely reviled in this country. More so than we are already. We'd be accused of being Russian stooges, probably. I mean,
and by the way, we're laughing, but literally online, people who are saying, hey, hold on a second, and questioning or asking for more thoughtful analysis of the situation. I've already seen people being accused of being Russian assets etc.
I saw a take today saying like Bitcoin facilitates war or encourages war. It's like, what kind of world are these people living in, man?
All right, so if that was to occur, there would obviously be some portion of the political regime in the United States who would say, you're holding an asset that they're pricing their assets and their oil in. We don't like you. Fine. What's the geopolitical ramifications?
I mean, all the times the U.S. has gone after some dictator militarily in the last 20, 30 years has been because they've tried to price their commodities in something other than U.S. dollars. Whether
Okay, whatever these guys are talking about, it goes on. But nonetheless, the situation right now is not looking great. So I guess we're going to be, looking at a very prolonged period of redness. And hopefully it comes to a quick resolution for the sake of the people of Ukraine and also for the sake of the world, man, because we've had enough wars and like what's happening right now, just it ain't great, man. It's not good for anybody. Not good for anybody. Anyway, all right, well, that's it for today's podcast. I hope that was somewhat educational and entertaining on some levels and hopefully useful. If you haven't had a chance to, if you're interested in trading and you're interested in finding out how to trade altcoin Bitcoin pairs, then check out my last video I uploaded over the week. It explains, in which I go over the difference between alt BTC pairs and alt USDT pairs and how to trade them or when to trade them and whether you should trade them even. So, alrighty. Paul, thanks for swinging by once more, and Bear, thank you again for swinging by. Remember to smash up the likes. If this is your first time watching the video after recording the same thing, smash up the like, subscribe to the channel, and come back for another update next week. Or just subscribe to the channel and watch out for more videos coming up. Have a good night. Enjoy the nice fresh start to March tomorrow. Bye-bye.
My guitar, stomp your heels into my toes, steal the keys.